Hello everybody, I am Agna Langle, and we are back with more GAC! Great Ace Attorney. My favorite video game. That's a story, at least. I think we were about to talk to... Oh no, we're about to do a listen, okay. Since my absence, I have been playing this with my companion, because it's easier to play than to record because I can just lay on my bed and not have to worry about pain. And I've gotten to where I hate the summation examinations. I don't know why, it's just repetitive. Like, it just prolongs the fun part of the trial, you know? That's what it feels like to me anyway. What did he sound like? I hate him. He's blushing. I don't know, man. Okay. All the evidence clearly points the finger at this young pickpocketing. What did I back in my day? It was something like that, right? God, I can't remember what he sounded like. Okay, as a housemaid, I should like to see all filthy eyesores promptly and rigorously eliminated. Jeez! Gina's a person, you know. I think you'll find that if you look at that photograph in stereo, the truth will just pop out. It's almost Ringo. If I had left it in there, I should think there would be repercussions by now. Mind made up, stop. Global radio transmission of verdict to follow. Stop. You can't. Well, I guess it's a public gallery, so sure. Okay. In motherland, we say never judge by clothes, judge by hit. I am convinced brothers are innocent. What? We're not talking about the what? Because the brothers are innocent, Gina is guilty. The circumstances of the crime and the evidence do indeed implicate the defendant rather comprehensively. God, I forgot. I forgot what his voice was like, man. Okay. The storeroom locked from the inside, in which the victim and the accused were discovered alone. And in the accused's hand, the fatal revolver, the firing of which was heard by these witnesses but not seen. Important detail. Not to mention this print! What did he sound like? He's southern now. What happened? Take it from a chap who's seen action on the battlefield. That young girl's on the verge of pulling the bally trigger. Yeah, and she's gonna pull it into the ceiling. Like, Thanks a lot, Mr. Sholmes. Anytime, Mr. Naruto. Oh dear. Oh, these cameras were supposed to help, not hinder. Poor Iris. Poor Iris. I'm afraid I think you have an uphill struggle ahead of you. That's all, I'm used to it. But Gina didn't shoot Mr. Winterbank. Which means there's more to this situation that we've yet to see. That or than? There's more to this situation that we've yet to see. Okay. Agreed. You have the floor, Counsel. Proceed with the summonation. Ringo, you can't even see him. Oh, poor little guy. He's just a little man. Why'd they take away his box, though? Why'd they take it away? Okay, let me see what we should do so that I don't accidentally do it. Okay, listen. The pacing of the first game is so bad that I'm just going to do what they say. Hold it! Polishing the bench, I see. Again. A maid's work is never done. Not a blemish must remain. What exactly do you mean by filthy eyesores? On my way to the market for his lordship, I have to pass through the East End. The place is full of beggars, pick-pursers, and crossmen, the scum of the earth. A little harsh, perhaps. Okay. Let me be plain. If it were up to me, all those back slums would be made spick and span or eradicated. Great. At least we have people like the great detective working to achieve these important goals. You're referring to Mr. Herlock Sholmes? Really? Now? That's right. I like to keep abreast of his exploits by reading Rounds to magazine in between my duties. He does wonders cleaning up London streets. Yeah, he's a janitor. In my opinion, he should be declared an honorary maid of the cap. Oh my god, an honorary okay. I really want to request some art of that. That's hilarious. Mr. Sholmes, a maid. Have you seen the state of his house? It's really quite unforgivable. Gutter scum having the audacity to shoot our very greatest that's not what she's being accused of! I swear Minor detail, it was the two brothers in the stand who shot Mr. Sholmes, not the defendant. A minor detail indeed. They're all gutter scum as far as I'm just- How dare you say that about Ringo and Nash? How dare you? Just for reference, we have a bunch of stray cats, and since I have been recording regularly, we have named one of them Ringo, because he's got like little rings around his tail. I'll put a picture of him up if I can get one. Sometimes I call him Ringus Bingus, so if I start calling Ringo Ringus, don't question it. Well, it just might be an idea to get our facts straight anyway. Yeah. Yes, alright. I shall amend my statement. How did her statement have anything to do with that? Hold on. I'm gonna read her original statement. As a housemaid, I should like to see all filthy eyesores promptly and rigorously eliminated. What did that have to do with anything exactly? Okay, well, now we have to do one of these. And we have to do... Really? Oh, right, because he thinks the brothers did nothing wrong, but they shot the Sholmes.
Objection!
Those two statements clearly contradict each other. Good lord! Counsel, explain yourself! Oh my statement? Contradictory? Contradict. C-O-N... Juror number 6, you've got the wrong end of the stick. I do not have stick. I have mouse. My god. Why are they playing Nicolina's music? Because she's Russian? She did pretend to be him on accident. So maybe. Wasn't that Sholmes's first deduction other than saying that Runo is from Afghanistan? Or has been in Afghanistan, I believe. As juror number 2 said earlier, it doesn't really have the same hard-hitting effect when this, like, calm music is playing. When the Skulkin brothers fled the scene on the night in question, they fired a shot from their revolver. Yes, they shot poor Mr. Sholmes in the abdomen, I understand. Surely you're not going to tell the court now that you didn't hear. Abdomen. Sir? Sorry. My English is still learning. And you're a juror. You are telling the court you didn't hear. Forgive me. I did not hear. Look at him go. Ah, here is word. Abdomen. Part of person's body containing stomach and other vital organs. I don't know how to do R's sometimes. I can do it sometimes, but not always. Okay. If this is what you mean, you should say in plain English. I am Russian, not native speaker. You know, neither am I. Who thought it was a good idea to let this man be on the jury again? How did he get subpoenaed? Or whatever they do for jurors. How? He's not a citizen. How is he in the names that you pick? They just went on the street and picked people while he was like scouting out the Great Exhibition to try to commit a terrorist attack. That's what happened. I'm calling it. Oh. So, you're telling me, oh god, Sorry. You're telling me these brothers who look like criminals were lying. They said before we never done nothing wrong, or done nothing in general. But truth is, they shot detective. Da. This is double negative. That's so true. Yes, that's exactly right. No! How dare you! Lying is wrong. Especially when lie is said by a person who looks like criminal. That's so true. Coming from you, that seems surprisingly prejudiced. This means when they said we never took nothing, maybe it was also big fat lie. Real. Is this true? Well, according to the police report, no stolen goods were found, so they were stolen. How could they have... Enough! I trust no one now! It's not the mouse's fault though, sir. Real. I must see with my own eyes. I must investigate crime scene myself. I'm afraid that won't be... Yes, it is, Runo. Easily. Sorry? Your voice is too high for me this morning, Iris. With the Prince from Early's red-handed recorder. God! I'm having trouble, with her range. If you compare the print that pictures Jenny and the next print from half an hour later, you'll be able to see straight away if anything was taken or not. Cooey! Mr. Prosecutor! Tut tut. I don't know how to say that naturally. Toot toot. Calling on the prosecution in the middle of a summation examination of all times. We need the evidence that you have on your desk. The print showing the accused threatening the victim after she broke into the shop is this one. Following this, the victim and the accused moved into the storeroom. Meanwhile, the Skulkin brothers entered the shop and summarily heard the fatal gunshot ring out. Yeah? Good job, Menzies. You know what's going on. Sadly, none of these events were captured on film. This is the print produced by the camera half an hour later, after the brothers' flight. They flew? They're the Wright brothers all along? So this was taken after Early was shot, then. Oh, poor Iris. As far as I can tell, nothing's been taken. That does seem to be the case. I can't notice anything that's obviously missing in the second print. So, the brothers who look like criminals told only one lie. They shot man, but they stole nothing. Not off the table. It would seem so, yes. Good. No, not good! You are right, I did not understood situation. Now I know brothers have lied. I think it is very important to continue with trial. Yay! Let's go! Woo! Thank God! And we're halfway through the summonation. Yay! Well done, Runo. The balance is shifting. That's so true, Iris. Well, it's a start, I suppose, but there must be more in what these jurors are saying that I can use to expose the truth. And if I can do that, we just might turn this situation to our favor still. Thank you, Counsel. Continue with the summonation. And kindly hand that new photographic print to the bailiff to be filed as evidence. God, his voice is hard. I like amping it up, though. It's fun. Another print in the court record. I wonder if we can make use of... You know, no, I don't really think it's gonna come in handy. I think they just gave it to us just for shits and giggles. In the lake of lies are many dead fish. We must find truth. Therefore I cannot say... What? I read words that were not there. Therefore I say not guilty verdict. Awesome. Great. Okay, now we're supposed to press her. I like talking to her, so sure. Hold it! Sorry, radio transmission? What's that? What? You're publicizing this question? Are you from the Far East? Stop. Yes, from the Empire of Japan. Is that relevant? Of course not. All communication with the Far Eastern nations used to take place by mail. That's so true, bestie. Royal Mail steamers take more than a month to complete the journey. 50 days. Ah, but now we have the electric telegram, so we can send messages using electric signals. Thousands of miles of cables have been laid along the ocean beds connecting the entire world. Thousands of miles of cable? On the ocean bed? The ocean has a bed? How is the ocean sleeping? I'm sorry. That was a bad joke. Makes my head hurt just thinking about it. Yeah, Bruno's not very tech savvy. You are well informed, young lady. Aw, they're so cute. She's so cute. I love her. But cables will soon become a thing of the past. Stop. Hasn't this, like, just been invented? Yeah, and just when I was starting to catch up. Radio transmission is the future. Stop. Messages carried over airwaves to four corners of globe. Stop. It's gonna be okay. Excitement growing. Stop. Atmosphere electric. Stop. It's okay. Right. Try not to wear out your fingers. Era of wireless telegraphy. Telegraph. Stop. Driving technological revolution. Stop. It's gonna be okay. And people say inventions like the stereoscope are the height of technology. Ha! What utter piffle. She got old very fast. I can't understand it. I really can't. They're just silly toys. Oh. Excuse me. Oh my god. He did not just say Gemma number 3, sorry to interrupt when you're... Shit. Obviously fuming, but... What? What do you sound like? That's a weird mixture of Southern and British. You have something to... Do you perhaps... Sorry. I've got to keep his manners intact. Do you perhaps have something to say about Gemma number 5's last remark? As if I couldn't guess. Yeah. Oh, you bet I do! Say that again! Go on, I dare you! What did he sound like? I don't want him to sound too much like Ringo. Goodness, are you talking to me? I think he just might be, yes. Think stereoscopes are just toys, do you, huh? Huh? Absolutely. I mean, really. A machine to view photographs in 3 dimensions? Why on earth would you not just use your eyes to look at the world around you? It's all 3-dimensional. That's so true. What a great way to appease them. No, I'm sorry. Stereoscopes are of no practical use at all. You just don't know. Pardon? I think you'll find that viewing a photograph through a stereoscope can unlock all sorts of possibilities. For obvious, they're gonna have to demonstrate. Oh my god. What sort of possibilities? Well, take a crime scene, for example. If you had a pair of photographs... I wonder if we have a pair of photographs. From a crime scene that you could view through a stereoscope, it could reveal hidden clues you'd never even noticed before. What? Have you got any, Bruno? Any prints we can look at with the stereoscope? Yes, we have them. Are you saying you can do this with any oh my god, I'm not reading this. I'm not reading. I refuse. I abstain. Do you know how oh my god. Oh my god. Yes, I understand it. Please. Oh my gosh, I'm going to steal the Declaration of Independence. It's over.
Oh. Oh! Sorry, my voice cracked a lot. Of course, now I see. Ah, I think the young girl has discovered a secret. I can't find my... I have!
Oh, lovely. Can you uncross your eyes before you tell me?
Have another look at these... Look at these two pictures from Early's camera, Runo. Go on.
Why can't I do her voice without voice cracking today? It's so painful.
Can you see that there's a really obvious difference between them?
Of course there is. There are 2 people in the first and no people in the...
Well, yes, you can see that straight away, but now try looking at them in 3 dimensions.
Okay, whatever, fine. Oh my god, I'm not. No, 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 no. Now, let's see what we've got. Wait, look at that. Ah! What's going on with these 2 pictures? Those parts were moved slightly so you can see it clearly. Some of the things on the counter sort of jump out at you. Oh my god. Of course he won't cross his eyes. I have seen someone did an edit of him standing there with his eyes crossed. I'll find it and I'll put it up. I don't know who made it, but I'll put it up anyway. Yes, yes, yes! That's it, you see? That's the other amazing power of stereoscopes. His voice changes every single time he's on screen. Other amazing power? Someone gotta explain this black magic, eh? Why the deuce do some of the things on the counter seem to jump out at you like that? Oh my god, I'm not doing this. I'm not. We're skipping this. I'm skipping this for you. No, don't buy this. Run a reasonable grasp of the old cross-eyed business now, I say. But why the devil does the shift between the... Because it moved. Because it moved. Wait, hold on. You're the... Come on, you're the cross-eyed master. What, me? I haven't the first idea.
You know, Runo, it's quite simple.
It is? Oh my god. We've explained it like 3 times already. Okay, whatever. Someone must have tampered. Zookers! Pardon?
Someone tampered!
New information! Stop. Not mentioned in testimony so far. Stop. Yes. We've had to go around in circles a little here, it seems. But I'm starting to see what I should be aiming at in this summation examination now. Did you mean summation? Ladies and gentlemen, the question now is clear. We know the items on the countertop were moved, but by whom? You suggested you might know? Of course. I can tell you right now who was responsible for the almost imperceptible shift in the items on the counter. One of them. We'll say him.
Take that!
It was the witnesses currently in the stand, the Skulkin brothers. Well, you're in the stand right now. Wait, this does not agree with what brothers said in testimony before. They said they did not even have time to pull dukes from Lucy lockets. That's true, they claimed that. My phrase book says dukes is meaning hands and Lucy lockets is meaning pockets. But is this another lie? Do they do this or no? I've just been doing like a D sound for it. Is this what you are saying? Yes, I'm afraid so. Now hold on there a minute. You can't be sure of that. It's hard to do the judge's voice without looking at the judge because that's his character. I quite agree. The accused is a common pick-purse after all. It's perfectly possible that she went through the things on the desk to see what she might steal. She didn't leave, so we would... I think that's unlikely. And why exactly? As you can see from this photographic print, the defendant was pointing a gun at the ceiling in front of the victim. It would seem, as my learned friend indicated, that she was coercing Mr. Windibank to open the storeroom door by, I'm gonna shoot your ceiling if you don't let me in. That's what she said. In other words, Mr. Strahd's interest lay within the storeroom, not in the main shop. giving her no reason to touch anything on the counter besides the gun that she stole. All of which points to one thing. The Skulkin brothers have omitted key facts in their testimony, as usual. But the accused is a pickpurse, common gutter trash. Why look any further for the wrongdoer here? Because the Skulkin brothers are thieves, madam. No, they're in fact worse than the pickpocket. Purse. Whatever. I believe that these brothers were looking for something on the victim's counter that night. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, if you would condemn the defendant on the grounds that she's a pickpocket, would it not at least be right and proper to thoroughly scrutinize testimony given against her by two thieves? Good God, I can't read today.
Well said. I, for one, would like to hear more from that shady pair.
Yay! That's so good every time, man. Can you all see now? Stereoscopes. I'm so sick of the stereoscope bit.
Wholeheartedly agree. Stop. Must purchase after trial. Stop. Will return home via Regent Street. Stop.
Oh, okay. Have fun with that. Woo, we did it! Dun, 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 dun.
Well, it would seem this trial has yet to run its course. Again, the ladies and gentlemen of the jury have declared their inclinations via the mighty scales of justice. I hereby call the summation to a conclusion, with the balance altered in the defendant's favor. 2 lean to guilty and 4 lean to not guilty. Accordingly, the jury is without consensus, and I order this trial to continue.
Yay, well done. Oh, by the way.
What?
You should hold on to this, Bruno. You never know when it might come in useful.
Twice in one trial would be unusual, surely, but alright. Yeah, I'm sure they're not giving this to me for any reasons.
Lord Van Zeeks, you will instruct the witnesses that the court demands additional testimony from them.
You can't, they're right there. You just did. He's gonna throw it. I'm sure it won't spoil the bouquet to do so, my lord. But I really don't want to. I've won myself another chance to... I wouldn't say that. To probe that pair about their activities that night at least. And I won't stop probing them until I've proven that Gina is innocent. I wouldn't put it like that if I were you, you know. Bruno's like, I've got a tummy ache, my lord. Can I go home?
Order, please. Let us resume proceedings. Witnesses, you will now retake the stand.
I don't remember doing his voice this wacky. Oh, they're nervy. What does the T stand for? Their name is Skulkin. Maybe thieves?
I presume you heard the defense counsel's summation.
Oh, yeah, governor. Is that what he sounded like? I did, Gov, I did. Mr. and Mr. Skulkin. Cool, blimey! This is going to be hard work. Yeah. Early in this trial, you gave the following testimony about your actions after you entered Windybanks. You didn't even take your dukes out of your Lucy lockets. Well, it was bedlam soon as, wasn't it? What did he sound like? Was Nash, it was. Didn't even have time to pull my dukes out the Lucy lockets. There we go. There we go. Ladies and gents, and others, ladies and gentle folks, there you go. However, that was a lie. You had plenty of time to pull your dukes out of your Lucy lockets.
You brothers. Go, blimey! Yeah. On the night in question, you rifled through the items on the victim's counter. We never done nothing of the. How'd you figure that out? Oh, bless them. They're my favorite witness duo. They're my favorites.
You will now give formal testimony once again. You will
Also, wait, weren't they? Sorry, it hit me slow. Weren't they here when we found that they were in the background?
And this time, you will tell the truth. I won't charge you with perjury, though.
Each lie that passes your lips serves to increase the severity of your punishment. Yeah. And that, gentlemen, may deal a crushing blow to your chances of ever seeing the light of day again. I mean, they committed aggravated battery, so maybe, I don't know what the sentencing is like for aggravated battery. I wouldn't argue it was attempted murder because there was no, like, motive for it, maybe. It's like manslaughter, maybe, because they weren't trying to shoot anyone, but they did, right? So it would just be manslaughter. Their defense lawyer could argue that, at least. I'm not a lawyer, though. A thought worth pondering, perhaps. They don't know how to ponder. Say no more, Gov. We'll blab! We'll squeak! We'll peach! Y'all don't have peaches. Illegal entry, the whole truth. I wonder if it's actually the whole truth. Alright, we did knock a few things over, but we weren't rifling for nothing. It was when we heard the gunshots, eh? Made us both jump and all that stuff went a-flying. Lumi, it did not give me a fright. We was thinking the shooter'd come out the door and get us next. Did not give me a fright. Is that what he meant? Maybe? We stuck everything back where we found it and scarpered straight into him in the black. And Herlock Sholmes. We couldn't have shot the pawnbroker, Steve. Never even had a chance, did we? Maybe, I don't know.
So you admit to the defense's accusation? You did indeed ransack Mr. Windibank's counter shop on the night in question. Not ransack, Governor, no.
That's right, Nash, that's right. It's more like we tidied up. Yeah.
You little. This is the trial that Van Zieks loses.
Sorry.
By their own admission, these brothers entered the pawnbrokery under dubious circumstances. However, they panicked and fled on hearing the gunshot, having first made good of their mess. Why you say it, we hardly sound like roughs at all. You are barely roughs at all.
We don't, Nash, we don't. Can't you make us sound a bit more cutthroat?
It can't just be coincidence that these men showed up at Windibank's that night. There's more to their testimony than meets the eye. I'm sure of it. Yeah, I'd say so. It's an Ace Attorney game. That's usually what happens. Okay, what do we do here? Well, honestly, since these are my favorite witnesses, we might just press everything.
Hold it!
Whew, now keep the funny bits in. And in fact now was a result of lying in your previous testimony. That's exactly what you've done. You've landed yourselves in even more trouble.
Ah, well,
It's rotten luck. Luck? Says the rotten apple eater. Are you in middle school, Venus? Witnesses. Ah! Explain your actions to the court. Why did you ransack the victim's counter? We never ransacked nothing.
Right, Ash, right? More like we tidied up the place.
Whatever, same thing. Witnesses? He doesn't even have to. He can just stare at them. God, he is a scary MFer, though.
Sorry.
He is a scary guy. The sound of the gunshot shocked you so much, you knocked all those things off the counter. Well, it shocked one of us that much, yeah. This bag of nerves needs to learn to keep his shirt on. What? Did he start stripping? Also, how did... No offense. Listen, I'm short too. Not that short, but I am short. But how did he get to the counter to begin with?
Look, it was loud, alright? Blimey, me dead granny would have woke up with that bang.
Big brother screamed like a blooming baby and jumped on the counter. Knocked over a load of books, a candlestick, and some skull whatnot.
I got tangled in some marionette, what knocked over a picture frame, what knocked them scales on the floor.
You've really mastered working quietly then.
What a racket! Me granny would have been scared back into a grave at a clatter like that.
Okay, that's pretty good. So, in short, the gunshot took you by surprise. And then some, it was quiet as a mouse, and then all of a sudden, BAM! What's your problem? Inspector Gregson, you have something to add. Like I keep saying, I'd appreciate being lumped in with these scoundrels. What did he sound like? He's saying I don't appreciate being lumped in with these scoundrels. That's what he sounded like. No, I mean something to add about their testimony, maybe? What made you start aggressively eating fish and chips? You seemed to react just now at what Mr. Skulkin said. Did it make you think of something? It's probably nothing, of course. I wouldn't even bother to mention it, only... Well, the fact is, cases don't get solved if you ignore the little details. How about you just tell us what's on your mind? As you know, we brought these fellas into the yard for questioning last night. And the statement they gave then told a slightly different story of what they're saying now. Did they think he wasn't going to tell them? Did it? You claimed you heard the victim shout something out before the gunshot.
Might have, Guff, might have. It does ring a bell now you mention it.
Oh my god. Granted, it's only a minor detail, but still. I can't help feeling like perhaps you've been a bit sloppy with your testimony here, eh, fellas?
If I discover the witness's testimony has been any more sloppy than it has hitherto proven to be, I shall be forced to bring the very harshest punishments to bear against them.
You're gonna bring a bear against us? Easy, easy.
Get it right this time.
That's it, yup. It's coming back to me now. Oh my god, you... Then speak! God, he's so sick of them. Supplement your testimony with whatever details have miraculously returned to your questionable minds. Sirs, he's so mad.
Right you are, Guff.
They're so fun. They're so fun. Okay, new statement. That I didn't read.
Just before the gunshot, we had a voice yelling out, "Give me that gun!"
So, in fact, you heard the voice and the gunshot almost simultaneously.
We did, Guff, we did.
Though I suppose if you're being... Why'd he turn southern for a second? Oh, I suppose if you're being honest, we heard a kind of wavering voice before the yell and all.
If you don't want to get shot...
Give me that gun!
BAM! Kind of thing.
Oh my god, they're so funny. They're my favorites. They're my favorites. I miss them. I missed them so much. A career in acting tragically missed. Yeah, very tragically missed. And the voice you heard, it was that of the victim, Mr. Windybank.
What? On me granny's life, who's dead? Of course it was.
On his granny's life, course it was. On his is it not your? Did she disown you or something? So that would mean that you both knew Mr. Windybank and the sound of his voice. Well, I mean, you can infer. I would infer that it was the voice of the victim if I was in his shoes. I mean, there's a teenage girl and there's an old man who I do not remember what sounded like. So that would mean what?
What, Nash? What? Any ideas?
Yes, Counsel, indeed it would.
No, we ain't no geezer.
How am I supposed to know it with that bloke in all the fancy cobblers giving us the evil eye?
He's not even looking at you, he's taking a nap. If you value your lives, you will ensure your testimony is accurate and true. You can't say that, Vinzeeks. You're gonna go to jail. That's assault right there. That's a death threat.
On me granny's life it is.
On his granny's life it must be. It's a good job his granny's dead. Oh, that's lovely. To summarize, then. Immediately after hearing the voice of the victim, you then hear the gunshot, causing you to stumble and upset the items on the counter, scattering them over the shop floor.
Make it sound like we're clumsy.
You are! Don't forget we tied up after like good little boys. How old are you? How old are you again? Oh, they're 26 and 27. Great. Good stuff. Anyway, the way I see it. Okay, and now another statement. Right. Mr. Windybank was known to keep a revolver on his shop counter at all times. People say that to protect the articles in his keeping, he'd readily put a bullet in someone's head if required. That someone being himself, of course.
Good grief! Extraordinary devotion indeed, if alarmingly misguided.
Yeah!
Bet he wished he'd squeezed the trigger instead of wasting time shouting, "Give me that gun!"
Why would he say, "Give me that gun," if he had it? And it was directly after those words that you heard the gunshot. It was more or less at the same time, Gov. Give me that gun!
BAM! Kind of thing.
We remember. Yes, a career in acting, very tragically missed. Yeah! Look at him go! I don't remember if they did that already, but God, I love it so much. Okay. Yes, whereupon you fired a shot from your own gun at Mr. Herlock Sholmes. Really messed up of you, by the way. Oh, yeah. It was a bit hasty there.
We was, Nash, we was. Truth be told, I was already shaking like a leaf when you lot turned up. If you're shaking like a leaf, don't put a loaded gun in your hand.
You do it all the time, Iris.
Good advice, miss. Good advice.
Truth be told, my mind went totally blank.
Before your mind goes totally blank, make sure you don't have a loaded gun in your hand.
Oh, note made, miss. Okay, right. So we're supposed to present the crime scene photograph. Right, because he didn't have a gun.
Objection.
So you're saying that on the night in question, the victim, Mr. Windybank, was wielding a gun. Is that correct? And how did you know that? That's it, Gov. You've got the picture.
He has now, she has, no question.
And yet,
Photographic evidence obtained immediately after the incident clearly shows that Mr. Windybank was not holding a firearm of any description. Well, maybe she got it from him after she shot him with her finger or something. You what? Oh, I need to have my, audio open so I can see if I'm peeking the mic. Okay. Gordon Bennett, that ain't right!
Objection!
There can be no question that the victim's revolver was used in the incident. I would remind the court that Mr. Windybank's gun was found in the hands of the accused, even. Yeah, there it is. Not only was it identified as the murder weapon on what little ballistic knowledge that we have, but it was found in the accused's hand. His eyes are so pretty. I'm so upset about it. Because he's so evil. But God, he's so pretty. Okay. Yeah, that Mortula was used the victim's own gun to finish him off. Give me that gun. BAM! Kind of thing. Yeah.
Hold it!
Stay exactly where you are. Right there.
Oh yeah, because he was shot from behind.
If the crime had taken place as you've so colorfully described in your testimony, it would give rise to an undeniable and significant inconsistency in the final moments you just acted out.
Goodness, are you sure, Counsel?
You intrigue me, my learned friend. But let's see some evidence to support your claim.
And Zeeks, you're not smart. You're not.
Where is the proof that demonstrates? It's the picture, right? Or is it the autopsy? Sometimes they're stupid about that. Present the autopsy or the crime scene photograph. Okay, listen. If I were a lawyer, I personally would present... Wait, was that it there? No. I personally would present the autopsy report. Because that's much more definite than a picture. Because he could have been shot from the front, according to the picture, but not according to the autopsy. Okay, according to their testimony, the witnesses claim to have heard a shout of, "Give me that gun," followed by the gunshot.
Indeed, with the two events happening almost simultaneously, or so we've been led to believe.
Yes, that's right. Now, if that testimony is true, it would mean that at the moment of death, the victim and his attacker would have been facing each other. However, in the autopsy report, it clearly states that the victim died instantly after being shot from behind. Oh, I don't know who said that. So, as I stated before, there is an undeniable inconsistency in your testimony, Mr. Skulkin. They were just, like, guessing. Nah,
But it's the God's honest truth.
It is, Nash, it is, when he was shot that night.
The shopkeeper had a gun in his hand. We saw it with our own bleed. What? You saw it?
Oh, that's new. That's new. Did I hear you right just now? You actually saw Mr. Windybank holding a gun. They cut the music. That's really funny. Something like that might have slipped out.
You've got to be kidding me.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have all just had the admission by these two witnesses that on the night in question, they actually saw with their own eyes the victim wielding a gun. Which can only mean that despite their testimony to the contrary, they lied again. The Skulkin brothers must have encountered the victim in person. Nash,
Yeah.
Order! 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 Witnesses, explain yourselves at once.
Well, the thing is, we weren't supposed to, It would seem that my previous warning fell on deaf ears.
Yeah, pretty much.
I made it quite clear that false witness would be the death of you. He draws his sword.
Am I to understand that you replaced the untruths of your original testimony with renewed lies?
Ever so sorry, Governor. Truth is, see,
Cut it out, Nash, cut it out! If we blab now, you know what he'd do to us.
He? Who are they talking about? Let me make your position here perfectly clear. You will talk. There is no other option available to you. Bruv, come on, the game's up.
But you have our guts forgot us.
In case it hasn't quite sunk in yet, no matter how hard you try to hide it, the truth will come out. On the night in question, why am I Ryunosuke?
On the night in question, it is now apparent that you brothers met face to face with the victim. I demand that you testify again to explain the precise circumstances under which this meeting took place.
Well,
Do we have to?
on pain of death. I suggest you make yourselves fully aware that this is your very last chance to tell the truth. Is it though? Is it really? Thank you so very much for watching. If you like it, give me a like, give me a subscribe. It helps a lot. I really appreciate it. And I hope that I will see you in the next one where we figure out what new lies Ringo and Nash may or may not tell. And it'll be a good time because they're the best around. So, goodbye. See you later, alligator.